Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and today, well, we're going to look at some West Coast flea market finds that Scott brought in. Those of you that watch my channel know that last week we published one by Scott Cons, who found some East Coast ones out in Pennsylvania. Well, Scott just sent in 2 boxes from his West Coast. He's in the Southern California area, and well, he finds some beautiful reels, and I have the opportunity to service them. And well, we'll take a look at a couple of them that have been sent in, and we'll see how we can work around doing possible videos on these. And well, who knows? We'll never know quite what he finds. But the first one here is a treasure. This is the Pocket Fisherman. Well, those of you that can recall a lot of the old commercials from the time, this is the Popel Pocket Fisherman. And well, it's just a fun little device that you could take with you fishing. It's probably the original in terms of the setup. And well, we'll see if we can do that video. I'm not sure if I have one. I'll check. If I do, well, that'd be fun to do that way. Don't know what he paid for it. Those things are kind of becoming collectible these days. Well, here's a standby. This is the standard of the fishing fleet for East Coast drop fishing from charter boats. This is the Penn Long Beach 60. It's a beautiful version of it. It's a little bit later, but not all that late. You can tell the condition is a beauty, but the torpedo knobs, so that kind of dates it. They moved over to the rubber knobs in the 1980s, and anything before that generally suggests, in this case, that's probably mid-70s. And it's in nice condition. I have a lot of reel videos on the Penn reels, and if you're looking for one on the Long Beach one, please check my catalog. This is an Ocean City reel. It's the Brigantine. Brigantine is a Brigantine, New Jersey, and Ocean City named a lot of their reels after shore towns. This one is an early one. It's got the wooden knob on it. We're missing a side plate screw. We should be able to find that. This is a direct drive reel. There are no drag washers in this. This is one of those you fight yourself. You control your spool tension by the tension adjuster knob. This has the leather pad for casting, so that as you throw your reel, it still spins pretty nice. There's probably some dried grease in there, but as you throw for casting, you keep your finger on the leather pad to break the reel when it's time to stop the line from going forward. Okay, looks like we have a couple more in here. So Scott finds these at flea markets. I encourage you to look at flea markets, look at eBay, look at Craigslist, go to your local garage sales and estate sales. You can find an awful lot of reels like this. And well, you can get started on the art of reel repair, and you can learn how to do it yourself. That's kind of what this channel is all about. Here's a Jig Master. This one has a little conversion kit on it. Those bars normally were chromed, and well, this is in nice condition. The aluminum spool suggests the 1970s, as we were talking about before with the plastic handles. Those were still around in the 70s. And this one turns very nicely. And then we should have one more in here. We do. And this one is the Penn Squidder. This is the 140. So the Squidder has a, like the Jig Master, has a single take-apart screw. This one's probably too tight now. We can do it here. You just simply remove the screw. Somebody asked me this on a Fluger Capital the other day. Unscrew, pull out, and then back it off, and you can look inside. So again, if you're at a flea market looking, ask the vendor if it's okay for you to remove the side plate. You don't want to do it by yourself. They might get upset. And then take a look. So this one hasn't been serviced in a while. We can notice there's a lot of dried greases in here. But other than that, it seems to be in good condition. And of course, you want to do the other things that you would do as you're testing the reels. Give it a spin. This one has an anti-reverse override. It's probably in that anti-reverse override now. That enables you to fight the fish by backpedaling, and then flip this lever. It should engage. Well, it doesn't. So one of the problems with this reel is that the anti-reverse It does not work on this. That's all right. The dogs are still available if needed. It might just be a weak spring. Well, he sent one more box as well. So let's see what this one holds. He was busy. Scott just recently went out on a long offshore trip, and he enjoys fishing out of the Long Beach marinas and the lake. And I don't know how many of these he uses, but he's got a lot in this box as well, I believe. This is a BG. This is a Daiwa BG. This is the first of the popular series of BGs. These are beautiful reels. The BG, this is probably the smallest one, I think, in this series. It's a BG10. It's a 3-ball bearing reel, so you have one on each side and one on the pinion gear. Wooden handle. You won't find those around anymore. Circa the 1970s. Nice reel overall. We have a big one now. This one is a Damn Quick. So this is a Damn Quick 550. They made the 550 is a very large reel. They also made the Super. This one is suffering from what most reels of this generation suffer from, dried grease. So it's probably been a while since somebody had done a service and repair on that. And that's generally how you find them in flea markets. Folks fish with them, and then they store them for a while, and then somebody comes around and he says, what's this doing here, and I don't need it anymore, or I've moved on to some other types of equipment. Whatever it is, it tends to be that the reel has dried its greases, lost its lubrications and the like in storage, and a lot of the times it's simply a matter of just cleaning it up and redoing it in order to make that work. Well, this is the Mitchell. This is the 403. It's the sister reel to the 402. Both of those share a lot of characteristics with the 302 and the 303. The odd-numbered reels are drive-side reels from the right hand. They're often called lefties, interestingly enough, but you turn them with the right hand. The reason for the lefty is because most folks that are left-hand dominant, when you fish a reel under the pole, you want to use your dominant hand to hold the weight of the pole and your non-dominant hand to crank. Well, this one's probably got some burrings that are talking to me here in terms of they need some oil. That's what you're hearing. We have an override here. That works fine. Nice reel, Scott. We'll make sure that we get that one serviced. And we have a closed-faced reel. And we have the Abu-Matic 330. These are fun reels. These are very, very well-made reels. And this one seems to be working. I think we'll do a video on this. I think I've done the Abu-Matic 170. But I don't believe I've done the 330. We'll try and do a video on that one as well. Well, Scott, thank you again for finding all of these treasures and for enabling me to make some videos on them, on how to service and keep them running for a long time to come. To our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for everything it is that you do to keep us safe. I do appreciate everything you do and your career dedication to helping others. To everyone, please keep your reels tuned up, keep your tackle fresh and clean, make sure your rods are ready to go. You never know when the fish bite will be on, and keeping your reels and tackle maintained is going to help you to capitalize on that rather than sit on the sidelines wondering why you missed that bite. Enjoy your day, enjoy your time on the water. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Thank you for watching.